Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my Sephora haul. I made two big trips to Sephora for the sale. I picked up a bunch of products. I was running out of everything. So there's a lot of new stuff I'm trying. I'm wearing it all right now. So if you would like to see everything that I picked up, then just keep watching. Okay, so the very first thing that I picked up is called the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. And I tried this on at Sephora. This is by Danessa Myricks, and one of the representatives was at the store, and I tried on several different things. So I was really excited to try some things from the brand, and this was the first thing I knew I wanted to buy. It smells incredible. It feels good on the face. It has that kind of hydrating, almost smoothing, slightly sticky texture. But yeah, she was telling me, the representative, that this product is like sold out on their website. It's one of those like TikTok viral type of serums or primers, I guess. But either way, really excited about this one. On initial use in store and right now, I really like it. I think this is something that might end up as like a permanent product in my collection. I'm typically not a primer girl, but this one feels really nice and smells really nice, so really excited about that one. And then the next thing I picked up was the Yummy Skin, again by Danessa Myricks, Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. And typically I, use like regular medium coverage type foundations, but I'm going on vacation next month and it's going to be kind of tropical environment, and I just want something that's like easy to put on even with my fingers, like without a foundation brush. So I was excited to try this one as well. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and so far, like, really like it. I used a brush, the BK Beauty 115 brush, to apply it, and it goes on very smoothly. I would say it's like light to medium coverage, like definitely buildable, especially with a brush. I like the coverage and it feels really lightweight on the skin. And the rep was telling me that this serum is like a pH correcting type of like skin tint. So kind of like no matter what color you pick up, the pH will match to your skin tone. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but I picked up this shade 6 and I think it seems to match really nicely. So again, really excited to try this product out. So far, really like it. It might be another like skin tint that might end up in my permanent collection. And the last thing I picked up from Danessa Myricks is the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer, also in the shade 6. And that went on really nicely as well. Definitely has a little bit more coverage, so I feel like even though I used a skin tint with that concealer, I feel like it made it look like I have a little bit more coverage on my face. I feel like it might have been a little bit too light maybe, but again, I think it worked out just in the sense that it kind of gave me some brightness in the center of my face. But a lightweight concealer, but gives good coverage. It feels hydrating. I am like the most dry skin type there is. Like there's no in between for me. I am just dry and flaky and, scaly, all the dry terms, but I like this concealer. I will keep trying it out and we'll figure out if I keep this in my permanent collection. And the next thing I tried out is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. It is the pressed powder version of that loose powder that kind of went out of, well, they reformulated it, so it's now like more highlightery. I still have my original powder that's like, not highlightery. And I really liked it. Back in the day, I used to use just the translucent one, and it was like my favorite powder ever. And then when Charlotte Tilbury came out with her pressed powder, that has been just my go-to powder for years. But I was excited that they made this Prisme Libre powder in pressed form, because I do like that loose powder. I don't know. I find loose powder a little bit more difficult to use like every single day, just because it's kind of a mess. I prefer just to take a brush and pat my powder, put it on my face quickly, and be done with it. So this one, you know, 5-star. Really excited. I feel like it gives that sort of smoothing effect. I picked it up in the shade 3, I don't know how to say this, Voile Rose, something like that. But again, same exact formula as the original loose powder that they originally had before they reformulated. And it does have fragrance. I think it smells beautiful. If this wasn't a perfume, I would probably buy it. But definitely not disappointed in this. I feel like this is something I'll definitely keep repurchasing. Do I like it more than my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder? It's hard to say on, you know, my first time using it. I have to wait till it, you know, wears through the day, but just on initial use, I think it looks really pretty. I think it gave that smoothing effect. So really happy with that one. And then I picked up the new DIOR Forever Nude bronzer, which is like this big bronzer. And I am a DIOR bronzer, like I ride or die for that bronzer. I feel like they keep reformulating it or repackaging this bronzer, because before it was in a smaller packaging with you know, like the tan beige, like plush packaging. And I typically use shade 5 Warm Bronze. And this is just like my absolute favorite bronzer ever. But now it's gone, I'm guessing, because these new ones have come out. And on application, I feel like it looks really good. I feel like the color is really similar. So I'm gonna swatch it on my wrist. So maybe we can do like a color comparison. So this one is in the shade 20 Medium Matte. And again, I typically use shade 5 Warm Bronze. So I'll swatch it right next to it. Okay, so I think 20 Medium Matte is maybe slightly lighter and maybe slightly more warm tone. But I feel like it looks neutral on my skin. I don't feel like it looks too red, too orange, too cool, anything. So I think this will be a good replacement for this bronzer if this one is in fact no longer like part of their line. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks really nice. What I loved about this bronzer is that I felt like it kind of gave that smoothing effect. And I think the newer one gives that same effect as well. I feel like my skin looks really good, really smooth and healthy. So yeah, I'm excited about that. If that is in fact kind of their new line, I will keep repurchasing it, but now that it is in a bigger packaging, hopefully it lasts me longer, because I think since their last you know, repackaging, reformulation, whatever, I've probably purchased about maybe 5 of these in the lifetime that it's had. So yeah, like I am a ride or die for DIOR bronzers, and I'm excited for this new one. Okay, and then next I picked up the Rare Beauty Happy Matte Bouncy Blush. I swatched this in store, and wow, like the texture of this feels incredible. It's so interesting because it feels like it could be like one of those I don't know if they're called like putty bronzers, or it feels kind of wet to the touch, but it dries down like a regular blush, you know, like a regular powder blush. But what I like about it is that it looks healthy, you know, it doesn't look too dry. I like even the color. Again, this is the shade Happy, and I feel like it's a great color for summer. It really brings out kind of that like pinky rosy tone flush. So I'm really happy about this purchase. I don't know that it has any sort of like smoothing technology or anything like that, but as far as color goes and formula goes, I really like it. I used a natural brush to apply it, and it turned out fine, and I'm really happy with this one. And the next thing I picked up is the DIOR Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade Pink Halo. And I think it's really nice. It's really pretty. I feel a little conflicted about the packaging because I know before their luminizers were like all metal packaging, and this is kind of part of that like plush new kind of squishy packaging, which like still nice. I feel like it's almost like a downgrade from the packaging before, but it's a little more lightweight. And again, this brand of highlighters, I'm typically not a highlighter girl, and the one that I've always kind of stuck to has been the DIOR luminizers, and I usually get this shade Nude. But I was very curious to try the Pink Halo. It looked really beautiful and soft, and safe to say I'm like not disappointed at all. I think the formula is still really good. So I'm happy with this purchase, and that's all I have to say about that. And the next thing I picked up was the Kosas Cloud Set. Is this a setting spray? Air Setting and Smoothing Mist. So yeah, I feel like it sprays very lightly, which is nice. It doesn't come off too heavy, so I had to do kind of a lot of sprays with this one. Again, typically I am not like a setting spray girl. I have dry skin. Throughout the day, my natural oils, I think, make my skin like they just look, it already looks set. I usually don't need a setting spray to lock in my makeup. I am a definitely stan for the Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This is something I keep in my collection. I don't necessarily use this as a setting spray, but more like pre-makeup. I use it with my skincare. If I do feel like I look a little dry, I use this one to kind of rehydrate my face. This is like a permanent product in my collection. I have repurchased it more times than I can count. But I was just really curious about the Kosas Cloud Set, just because I know this brand kind of caters to more, I guess, like drier skin, I guess. I don't know. I was just curious. I bought it out of pure curiosity. So I like it. We'll see if it makes my makeup last any longer or if I see anything wow about it. But yeah, on first impression, I like it. And the next thing I picked up was the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil Extreme in the shade Wherever Walnut. So Wherever Walnut is definitely one of my favorite lip liners ever. But I know this Artist Color Pencil Extreme is like just a more like longer lasting version of that, and color is still beautiful. Really happy with this. This is probably going to land a permanent spot in my collection just because this is, you know, my color. I have a little bit of more like pigmented lips, so I can't always go for like nudes or like colored lip pencils. I have to go for something a little bit darker, like Wherever Walnut. My favorite lip liner ever is by Lisa Eldridge in the shade Sorcery, and she has not restocked that in months, and this will be a nice like replacement for that. It's very similar, maybe a tiny bit lighter in color, but still like just one of my favorite lip pencils, so really happy with that purchase. And lastly, I picked up 3 lip products. One of them is a like repurchase for me. This has been my absolute favorite lipstick probably for the past year, maybe 2 years. I've repurchased it a couple times, and it is the Merit Signature Lip in the shade Baby. I'm not going to open this up because I'm still finishing up the one that I have. But yeah, almost done with it. It is the perfect everyday pink shade. I love this lipstick. It's more of a satiny type lipstick. It's not really matte at all, but I wear this lipstick every single day, typically paired with that Lisa Eldridge Sorcery lip liner, but it looks really great with Wherever Walnut. So this is something that I wear almost every single day. So repurchased that. And the next one I picked up, really excited about. It was stupid expensive, but the color is beautiful. It is the Westman Atelier, don't know, in the shade Pique or Pique, but the packaging is just luxury. It's so beautiful. It has that magnetic sort of closure feature, and again, it's just kind of like that sort of nudie brownie pink color that is just perfect for my like lip color, and it has this really cute like hearts stamped into it. Really pretty. I swatched this in store and just thought, wow, super beautiful. So kind of that rosy brown color, very hydrating on the lips. I thought it was going to be a little bit more matte. I feel like it kind of appears matte, but when I put it on, it was kind of hydrating, so not mad about it at all. Love the color. Price tag is ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is. And the next lip product that I picked up is the YSL Love Shine Candy Glaze in the shade 16. And I am a YSL lip product fan. I love fragrances. I'm not that sensitive to them. I'm a pretty sensitive person when it comes to skin stuff, but like, I don't know, makeup, like I seem to be okay with certain fragrances. YSL is one of them. It just definitely has that sort of like fruity kind of fresh scent. It's like the typical YSL smell. This one is kind of giving like, I want to say lip gloss vibes. Again, same rosy brown kind of color, perfect for my lip shade, my lip color. I love YSL products. They are also ridiculously priced, but I don't mind because I will use it. And the last product I picked up was the Lawless Forget the Filler like lip glosses. I already own one of these in the shade Juicy Watermelon. That one? Juicy Watermelon. I know with lip glosses, like any shade of pink, I feel like they all kind of like look the same. But Juicy Watermelon comes off like kind of that almost like watermelon pink color, very sheer, but I love it. I'm actually almost done with that one, so I wanted to pick up a new one. And this is in the shade Velvet Daisy. And I do feel like this is more like a lighter baby pink shade for me anyways. And I think it looks nice. You know, I think it's definitely an everyday type of lip gloss. I do feel like these kind of fill in the lip lines. They last a long time. They're not super sticky, but they're thick. So I don't have to reapply it a lot. I feel like they last a few hours. And I haven't been really like a lip glossy girl in a while, but I feel like these have kind of put me back onto the lip gloss game. So I love these. I'm a fan. Might pick up another shade in the future, but I think I'm good with the ones I have. Really excited about this. Love that product. And the other items that I picked up that I didn't put on my face because they're, well, one of them's for the face, but I didn't put on my face, and it's the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. Someone talked me into buying it. I did try it the other day. Feels really nice, feels really thick. Am I wowed by it? Not sure yet. I feel like I need to use it more, but it did feel really nice and hydrating, so I'm excited to use that. And the other thing I picked up was actually two of my favorite perfume. Like, this has been my scent since like 2018, 2019. I am stuck. That is it. It is it for me. It is my favorite perfume of all time. Stupid price tag. I refuse to buy the big bottle anymore. I've done it a couple times. I'm like, I'm sticking to travel size. So it is the Kilian Good Girl Gone Bad perfume. It is just my scent. I do not know how to describe it because if you smell it in the bottle, it smells like horrible. It doesn't smell good on first spray, but it's one of those perfumes that sets into your skin and it mixes with my chemistry really well, and it lasts days. Like, I'm talking, you spray this on your clothes and your clothes are kind of going to smell like this like forever. Like, that is my scent. I'm not changing it. And yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys like this Sephora haul. This has probably been the biggest haul that I have done probably in a couple years. I know it's been a few years since I've actually even filmed a video for YouTube, but I got really excited about this and I had so many products, so I'm like, I need to film this. But yeah, if you guys picked up anything and think I should know about it, leave it down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on everything I picked up. Yeah, and it's good to be back. I hope I can film more. Life has been crazy for me. But yeah, I had so much fun doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want to. And if I get more subscribers, then maybe I'll film more content. But anyways, thank you guys. Missed you so much. I'll see you hopefully in the next one.